Good afternoon and welcome to WINOL Sport. I'm Rebecca Perez-Taylor. Coming up today, the football action continues in Hampshire, a professional darts player visits Winchester, and an unlikely sport is on the rise across the UK. We start in Eastleigh with Scott Bartlett searching for his first home win as manager, as his side hosts Morecambe. A win could not only send them up the table but boost players' confidence ahead of the FA Cup clash next Sunday. Elliot Norton was at Silver Lake.
It was a fast start for both teams, though neither could find the back of the net. Jack Nolan's shot was straight at Nick Townsend, and as Eastleigh's McGuckin's effort failed to find the target, it was clear the game needed a moment of magic. And it got it. Lloyd Humphries' strike flew past Jamal Blackman in goal and into the top corner to give Eastleigh the lead early on in the second half. The defender's shot gave the ex-Chelsea keeper no chance. 20 minutes later, and a mistake at the back for Morecambe gave McGuckin a chance to score, though the forward was fouled before he could get the shot away. Penalty given, and a chance for Eastleigh to secure all 3 points. McGuckin stepped up and coolly doubled Eastleigh's lead, sending Blackman the wrong way. But from nothing, Morecambe had a lifeline late on. The long ball upfield caught Eastleigh's high back line off guard, before a deflected cross was fired in by Ben Tollett. Morecambe had one chance to get level at the end, but they couldn't take it.
I thought we started the second half really well. We actually, before we scored the second goal, we had 2 opportunities to score again before that. So we have to make sure that we're a little bit more ruthless in those areas.
So a hard-fought win here for Eastleigh today, but a win nevertheless, as all eyes turn to League 2 opposition Walsall next Sunday. Manager Scott Bartlett will want to focus on the positives from today's game whilst ironing out the negatives. Elliot Norton, Winchester News Online.
Elsewhere in the National League, Aldershot Town have been on the hunt for a new manager after Tommy Witherington resigned a few weeks ago, and they have finally found their new man. Lenny Teague is here to tell us more. So Lenny, who is Aldershot's new manager?
Thanks, Rebecca. So Aldershot have appointed John Coleman as their new manager. He officially arrived at the club last week and then he took charge yesterday. In his first interview at the club, he said that he was drawn to Aldershot's potential as a big club, while also seeing it as a similar project to his time at Accrington Stanley.
What is John Coleman going to bring to Aldershot?
Well, he brings plenty of experience both as a player and a manager. During his playing career, he spent a lot of time in non-league, scoring over 500 career goals. And throughout his managerial career, he has spent time at Accrington Stanley, Gillingham and Rochdale. Accrington was where most of his success came, winning the Conference National in 2006 and then winning the League 2 title in 2018.
What state are the club currently in, and what does Coleman have to do now that he's in charge?
So Aldershot are currently sitting 20th in the National League and they're only above the relegation zone on goal difference. He certainly has a big task ahead of him because not only does he have to get them up the league, but he also has to stop them from being sucked into a big relegation battle coming at the end of the season. But fans will be hoping he can instill that winning mentality, but his big task is going to be to avoid relegation.
Thanks, Lenny. The Winchester Flyers faced Welsh side Gwalior United, formerly Cardiff City, in the first round of the Women's FA Cup. Winchester hoped their home advantage would help keep their cup run alive. Will Hall reports.
An early chance set the tone for the game. Tired legs didn't seem to be an issue for Gwalior as they took the lead from a well-worked and composed finish. Winchester works their way back into the game with many clear-cut chances. Gwalior's keeper ensured the game remained 1-0. Winchester were given the chance to be level when the referee pointed to the spot.
Penalty, Red! Come on, Red! Yeah!
The game was end to end from there as Gwalia started to knock on the door once again. Whilst Winchester spurned more chances in the second half. The door finally opened with a close finish inside the box. Soon followed by a neat finish round the keeper. A fourth confirmed the result and the Flyers' run was over.
It's a 4-0 loss today for the Winchester Flyers at home to Gwalia United. They are out in the first round proper of the FA Cup. Their attention now turns to next week, where they are away to Denham in the League Cup. That's all for now. Will Hall, Winchester News Online.
Coldham Common took on AFC Aldermaston in Wessex Division 1 League. After winning 5 of their last 7 matches, the team were hoping to keep their run of good form. Harry Hunter reports.
It was a perfect game for Coldham Common as they put 5 past Aldermaston. They had a good start with Bradley Lethbridge netting home within the first 5 minutes. However, their lead didn't last long and Aldermaston replied almost instantly with a fine ball and a cool finish from their striker. It was another quick reply but for Coldham Common this time, as their keeper's rebound from a shot outside the box meant Sunley had an easy finish. Just after going 2-1 down, Aldermaston received a straight red card for a headbutt on Coldham Common centre-back. But a good aerial ball and a fine finish meant Aldermaston brought it back to 2-2 going into half-time. Both managers changing their shapes at half-time meant they were both really pushing for the win, and another rebound from the away team's keeper meant Callum Archer was able to slot it home 10 yards out to go into the lead for the 3rd time. Coldham Common weren't done there though and made it 4-2 just minutes later. Just to rub salt in wounds, Callum Archer scored his 2nd goal of the game with a fine celebration to finish off the move.
We knew it was going to be tight tonight. Aldermaston, they don't score many, they don't concede many, so we knew that we were in for a tight game. But when the red card, and it was a clear red card, when that happened, I thought we then took control.
Oh, mate, we're loving it. Obviously, we adapted pretty early, I think, to Wessex football as a squad. A lot of us haven't played there before, but yeah, I mean, we hit the ground running. The first 2 games we struggled a bit, but since then we've been flying.
So Coldham Common move up to 2nd now, and they take on Ringwood away in under 48 hours. Harry Hunter, Winchester News Online.
Next we're visiting the Havant Hawks Walking Football Club, where every pass and every good goal brings laughter, teamwork and love for the game that's never too late to discover. Ryan Donnelly went down to catch some of the action.
Hawks Walking Football Club, 2014, just 5 players, and it's grown to a thriving community of around 70 members. They meet 3 times a week at front line of Wessie Park, welcoming men over 50 and women over 40. For many, it's not just about football, it's about friendship, fitness, and keeping that team spirit alive. The laughter and camaraderie are what truly makes this club special.
For a lot of the older guys as well, it's a social side of life which they don't perhaps have. As you get older, you lose your friends and your family grow up, and so you get out of the house for a couple of hours, you mix with a totally different bunch of guys. It's been studies that shown how good it is for mental health as well as physical fitness. So it's one of the fastest growing aspects of sport in the UK.
Don't be fooled by the slower pace. There's still plenty of skill to show. Every session brings goals, cheers and plenty of laughs and encouragement. Players celebrate each strike, support one another and enjoy the thrill of the game. It's the same passion for football, just played a little differently.
Inclusive, good fun, and particularly here in Hampshire we sort of thrive and develop on inclusiveness. So we've got people here who've never played before, all standards, but inclusivity, fun and enjoyable.
Across the UK, walking football has brought thousands of people back into the game, and studies show nearly 8 in 10 players say it's boosted their mental health and well-being. Ryan Donnelly, Winchester News Online.
It's not every day you get the chance to play against a professional darts player, but Winchester residents were lucky enough to do just that, as Ricky Evans visited the local social club. Charlie Bass had the opportunity to speak with him.
180.
The Addy Paddy, Winter Gardens, the O2, and now the Sportsman's Club. Rapid Ricky Evans has played on the world's biggest dart stages, but he swapped them out for an exhibition match in Winchester, where he spoke about his ambitions ahead of the World Championships at the end of this year.
To get there this year, I'm chuffed to bits with that, with my personal life. But yeah, I can always go further. That's the problem with me. I get to like the third round and then I just know that's me done.
Despite the standard of darts going up in recent years, Ricky believes his toughest opponent is actually himself.
If I play well, darts is easy. Darts is literally you can literally throw them underarm. They go in the board. If you've got something in there, it doesn't help, and it hasn't helped me for the last few years. Just you need to enjoy yourself.
The arrival of Luke Littler has caused darts to explode in popularity. While that makes professionals' jobs harder, the increase in youth taking part in the sport can only be a positive.
Littler's the most famous dart player ever already. Phil Taylor's the GOAT. Van Gerwen's your boy. Van Barneveld, Andersons, your Jockey Wilsons, Eric Bristow's are very, very well famous, but Luke Littler is the most famous dart player ever. And because of him, instead of going to the park playing football, rugby, cricket, they're going to the pub and playing darts with their dad, mum, sisters, I don't know. It's huge, it's great for darts. There's probably about 15, 20 Luke Littlers out there somewhere that are going to get better, and it's just, oh God, leave me alone.
Unfortunately, clubs like the Sportsman's are struggling to keep their doors open.
Everywhere's closing, and you need darts bars, you need snooker bars, you need somewhere for these kids to go. There's so many pubs closing every week, and they wonder why everyone just goes in, causes trouble.
As darts continues its rapid rise in popularity, events like this will only help that growth. Charlie Bass, Winchester News Online.
And finally, a sport like no other is making waves in the UK. Hovercraft racing glides over land and water, testing drivers in a way no other vehicle can. Leah Hursley went down to Popham's airfield to learn more.
Meet the new racing series that's guaranteed to float your boat, literally. While many see hovercrafts as a way to cross the Solent, this club has turned them into a high-speed racing series that's on the rise in every sense of the word.
I got bitten 43 years ago by the bug and I'm still doing it. People think it's a boat, people think it's an aircraft. It's not. It's in between. It's amphibious, it goes over land and water, but it actually floats about 6 inches off the ground, so it is quite a unique vehicle.
Hovercrafts compete in their own national championship with 6 race weekends each year and title deciders going down to the final meeting. Programmes like Arrive and Drive let newcomers try the sport before committing to a craft, helping the club grow as it moves into its 60th year. The Hovercraft Club of Great Britain was first founded back in 1966 and has hosted racing seasons ever since it was created. Hovercrafting, whilst a lesser-known motorsport series, thrives on its affordability and accessibility, welcoming racers as young as 10 years old right through to the senior class.
It's really team friendly, so even if you're a competitor with the person, they will still help fix your hovercraft, get you back out for the next race.
It's one of the cheapest motorsports you can do, and everyone will help you out.
The engines may fall silent for now, but all eyes are firmly set on 2026, when the Hovercraft World Championships roll back to the UK for the first time in 10 years. With the home advantage on their side, British crews are ready to make waves on home turf. Leah Halsey, Winchester News Online.
That's all we've got time for today on WINOL Sport. Thank you for watching.